To answer your question, yes, pageantry is an art form because when you present on stage, especially kung national costume or each girl's unique talents, or like what our most recent Miss Universe did, Catriona Gray, na she really educated a lot of people with what she wore and yung dance performances niya on stage for the ethnic dances. Like each hand movement, each gesture means something and represents something in from the Philippine tribes. So yeah, it can be considered an art form.
Beauty pageant has become a culture in the international stage in the 21st century. It has become a platform for beauty queens to voice out their advocacies and showcase the physical beauty, wit, and talent each aspirant possess. Interestingly, most beauty pageants put a big celebration on one of its criteria, the national costume presentation. This celebration of culture presents beautiful dresses and embellishments, colors, size, movements, and most of all, meaning. 1839. The very first known pageant to exist in the history was the Queen of Beauty. It was held at Eglinton Tournament, Scotland. This was organized by Archibald Montgomery, 13th Earl of Eglinton, as part of a reenactment of a medieval joust. The pageant was won by Georgina Seymour, Duchess of Somerset, the wife of Edward Seymour, 12th Duke of Somerset and sister of Caroline Norton. Nowadays, the Big Four Grand Slam pageants such as Miss Universe, Miss World, Miss International, and Miss Earth continue to dominate the world of pageantry. Consider the joy you might feel when you see the national costume presentation in Miss Universe pageant. Take Miss Universe 2019, Catriona Gray losing the national costume, for example. Many pageant fans did not just feel amazed by its representation. They also felt a pleasurable experience by indulging in its physical beauty. The colors and brightness of the parol reminds us of the longest Christmas season in the Philippines that brings families together. The Pintados of Visayas, on the other hand, in her tattoo dress that draws our mind into the intricate details a tattoo artist paint in the skin, giving us satisfaction in the eyes. Lastly, the Mindanaoan fabric and beadsworks patterns as a headdress, cultivated out of their dreams. This gives pleasures to Blaan and Tiboli tribes because this is a chance to showcase their world-class artwork that is pride, honor in their mystical world. Beauty pageant has been tackling viewers' imagination in so many ways. National costume presentation, swimsuit, evening gown, Q&A portion, first walk as a crowned winner. National costume does not just present the physical beauty of its embellishment but also the culture of a candidate's respective country. Swimsuit presentation might be frowned upon in this documentary. A usual person might only see this as a woman wearing two-piece garment. Lurking into their knowledge, their catwalk captivates the imagination of fans to tell them how confident and powerful they are as a woman. Evening gown presentation also evokes the imagination by simply looking at the intricate details. The lava gown of Mactumang worn by Catriona Gray is the best example representing Mayon Volcano. Question and answer portion activates the attention for it looks about the way candidates speak for their advocacies. The delivery of answers tickles the imagination of fans as to how they would execute a particular advocacy in their chosen foundation. Lastly, their first walk. It captivates our hearts and minds about their approaching duties and responsibilities. Before Catriona Gray walks the Miss Universe stage, she's been proving that beauty pageant is an art through conveyance of meaning. During Binipining Pilipinas 2018, she wore an air cup and a shining muted gold evening gown. An ordinary person will just be dazzled by its sparkle, but the fans weren't just amused by their imagination. They were also drawn into decoding the message of all the art pieces she wore. This accessory and ensemble paid tribute to the three major islands of the Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Mactumang, his designer, named it Sina, telling the story of the Philippines as the Far East where the sun rises. So now, what is art? Art has history that gives pleasurable experience. It also tackles the imagination of the viewer's cognitive power by indulging into the moment simply by feeling the surge of delight their eyes are feeding them. Lastly, art conveys meaning. Beauty pageant has history that gives pleasurable experience by tackling the viewer's imagination. It also conveys meaning and message. Therefore, with all these premises, beauty pageant, we can conclude that it is an art.